Hello and welcome to Heroes of History with another Let's Test Heroes, and this time with Catherine the Great. Well, she's a manipulator and she does siege stuff. So let's see what can she actually do. Now, as you can see, she has a bit more defense and attack, but well, better attack than our Bavarian guy from last video, and well, more hit points too. So what is other performances here? Initial charge rather fast, regular charge well really slow actually, and some base damage that's pretty normal, attack speed, and to be honest, I have done the easy one, and I picked all the equipment from Bavarian guy, and well, so she got the Musketeers EP and Musketeers Cape, and well, everything there. So you can see here how much extra she got from that. 42 to the base damage, 4 extra hits, also a bit more heal taken. Now what can she do? Well, she got Royal Allure, and it charms, debuffs and buffs. It charms all non-hero enemies within a radius of 2 at the location with the most enemies for 5 seconds. It reduces death of the targets by 20.55% of her defense for 5 seconds, and increases her evasion by 31.43% too. So that's a lot of things going on. Well, and that's this is at level 12, and well, I don't have enough to move it to level 13, but that might happen in the future. So is this good? Well, we can look into a few more things here. Relic, I gave her the space helmet just because I can. It's one of the new equipment items, and it helps her defend a lot, which some of the ability actions were based on, so that's really really helpful. Awaken wise, well, I never got her awoken just once, so she is as basic as she can be. She gets more defense, a lot more defense, and also a lot extra evasion. So the extra evasion she gets from her ability, well, it becomes even greater if you have her awoken level 3, and even more defense here at level 4 awakening, and finally ability charge initial minus 3.5 seconds. That means, well, she can't spawn the initial charge before it's actually starting. So I'm not sure this really makes sense, but well, I'll make sure to mention that to someone after this video. So let's jump into the campaign map and see if we can find the battle that she's supposed to fight here in province number 34, if I don't remember wrong, and number 7. Well, let's have a go at it. And as she is basically a taunter, well, though they call it something different, we'll change her with the Bavarian guy and put in Catherine the Great, and well, let's go and see if she can do great stuff here. There comes it, and she, oh, that's a lot of enemies she draws in here, and they're basically, well, bunching all together, but they don't stop because of the lack of range, because it's a charm, it's not a taunt where they start firing at you at the first thing in the morning, but they actually all get right into her, which means you get everyone with you, which is, well, quite effective when you got someone like that to just eradicate those units landing in the midst of everything. Now it's a bit tough on Napoleon. Maybe he wasn't the best of choices, but it also shows that it's rather slow on getting back her ability. 14 seconds is quite a long time waiting, so well, I should probably have done that manually to get the 3-star, but it is surely a possibility. Let's see the battle stats here. And let's see, where is she? She's here. Yeah, not too great. Well, she definitely doesn't soak up damage because she isn't a defender. So you need to really embrace the fact that she can collect your enemies in one spot, even the ranged ones, and then, well, take them out when they're actually there. Because otherwise, well, it doesn't really make sense to use her if you can't make the area damage land, well, somewhere after she has, well, pulled them in. As you can see here, when she pulls them in here, when they all get here, it will be the perfect time to drop Medusa and let her do the, well, finish the job basically.
Feel the dragon's fire.
Again, she's a bit slow in working out, and that really hurts a hero like Napoleon, because he stands alone in this formation here.
Feel the dragon's fire.
But when everything lands like this, well, there isn't much left. And again, I think this might end up with only a 2-star, because with everyone just dropping their abilities, so there's a really long time for them to do a lot of damage and well, helping each other out. It's not a good thing, so that's where the ability to not use auto is actually greatest.
Honor has been restored.
Let's see here the battle stats once again. There we go. Now note how much damage Hua Mulan gives, because, well, she really is a good girl when you can collect them this much, because, well, she can get full effect of her dragon, and that's really helpful. So if we can just master Catherine the Great in a way so we really use this strong ability that Hua Mulan has, then we really can see why she gives this much extra damage. And as you can see also, the battle is basically over when first Catherine has pulled them all in and they begin to land their area attacks, because, well, there's no escape. They can literally hit everyone at once. And now, as you can see, it's a 2-way battle. It's much easier to just have everyone doing it on auto battle. Let's see the battle stats here, because it's been a bit different. This time we can see how much it affects it, if she can just charm her way through it all. Now let's look into the next battle here, battle number 4 here, and see if they keep up doing great here. How many waves we got here? 3 waves, so it's probably only get, well, 2 stars again, unless they do something great this time that actually leaves the second wave, well, finishing in a bit better way than it did the first 2 times with the 3-way battle. Of course, again, I don't want to move away from the way I actually test this, but you could just, if it was you, turn off the auto battle, as I would have done if it wasn't a test. So you can see here, everyone is actually dead, and it's, well, a little of a waste to use Medusa here. She will do much greater in the start up here, because that will help someone like Napoleon Bonaparte a lot more. This time, a combination of abilities just, well, fit a bit better. As you can see now, everybody survives, and in a moment, all the enemies are dead here. Like that, we got the 4th battle.
Honor has been restored.
Done. And we can see here, let's see the battle stats here. A lot of damage again from Hua Mulan. well, let's jump to the final battle here after we have gotten some more items here. Let's see, battle number 7 here, and continue. And well, this time, if I remember correct, this is only a one-wave battle. No, it wasn't. It's actually 2 waves still. So, but as you can see, a massive bunch of enemies getting in here and getting area damage a lot. And when finally Huamlan throws her little pick here, we have more or less eradicated the entire enemy crew here. Now we're only a third of the team left, and well, they're fast lured in over here, and in a short moment they're all being damaged. First by the Dragonfire, and then Medusa on top of that, and then the battle is basically won, nice and effectively. So
has been restored.
That's how it works when you coordinate the abilities a bit better between battles. Let's see here, this is the final. Now let's finally look at how she's done. As you can see, Catherine the Great, well, she did the least damage of the 3 here in the position of a taunter-like hero. And well, her collection of things done doesn't do much change for Napoleon, but he also died twice. Even Medusa made less damage, but what really helped out here was Huamlan landed her ability more or less perfect compared to when everyone was charmed into the center, and as you can see, she did way more damage compared to before that. The battle rounds are also a bit shorter, so you can see as Sugar the Great doesn't make it to do as much damage as he's a healer. You can see his performance as a bit of a guideline for how long the battles took. You can also see here she has nowhere near the damage absorption neither from Ludwig or Philip II. So that's up to someone else to take, but even Napoleon Bonaparte, who died twice, well, he's not even close to taking as much damage as he did in the other 2 battles, which again leads me to notice that we're actually off really good if we use the abilities right, because the battle is so short that you take well, less damage in general. And as you can also see, much less healing is given from the Sugar the Great, because the battle is short, the damage taken is less, and everything, well, works out quite well actually. So, well, if I buckle up on my skills in when to use my abilities, I will do way better with the Catherine the Great than we would with either Ludwig II or Philip II. So that's my conclusion. Thank you for watching this video.